About 347,000 tweets every single minute, over 50 million tweets in a day, and a whopping 2.7 billion likes on Twitter alone. On this day, the algorithm broke. The world came together, and the 2022 World Cup final became one of the greatest events in history. The entire world halted and paid attention to what some would call the best 120 minutes in the history of sport. The story began in the late 2000s. Many believe that more than Argentina winning the World Cup tournament, the tournament was another of Messi's desperate attempts to win the one trophy that has been eluding him throughout his 20-year career. The World Cup is to Messi as the tail of a cat is to its mouth. It chases effortlessly, but just can't get a hold of it. Messi debuted on the international stage at the 2006 World Cup. He was, at the time, a prodigy, but still couldn't make it off the bench. He witnessed firsthand as Argentina flunked out of the tournament, 2 games from the final. This was remedied in the 2010 World Cup. Argentina made it to the quarterfinal, which made it more devastating when Germany knocked the life out of them with a 4-0 win. The losing streak continued for Messi at the international level. In 2011, Messi was appointed captain of the Argentina national team. During his reign as captain, Argentina lost 3 finals. 1 World Cup final in 2014 and 2 Copa America finals, both in penalty shootouts. It seemed like the greatest footballer of his time just wasn't getting it right at international football, which was why he resigned from the national team in 2016. But he couldn't stay away for long. He returned to the national team in 2018 for the World Cup qualifiers. Going into the 2022 World Cup at 35 years old, one of the oldest players in the tournament, he announced that the 2022 World Cup would be his last World Cup before he retires from football. Heading into the World Cup competition, Argentina was placed in Group C, together with Poland, Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. Tuesday, the 22nd of November 2022. The weather was warm and sunny. Fans turned out in large numbers to witness Argentina's opening match against Saudi Arabia. All seemed to be going well for Argentina for a few minutes into the game. They led in possession, and 10 minutes into the match, Messi scored a penalty kick, putting the blue and white stripes ahead in the game. The dominance continued throughout the first half. Things started to take a turn a few minutes into the second half of the match. Saudi Arabia scored an equalizer in the 48th minute of the game, and without wasting time, they scored another goal in the 53rd minute.
Brilliant effort, and they've turned it right around.
Where is Messi? Where is Messi?
Where is Messi?
Messi down. Where is Messi?
Down. Messi down.
Where is Messi?
Messi down. Down.
Anybody see Messi? Where is Messi?
And so we reassemble at the Lusail Stadium. 2 nights since at this venue, Richarlison spectacularly sparked Brazil's campaign, but more pertinently, 4 nights since also here, Argentina suffered the most extraordinary false start. Welcome then, wherever you are worldwide, to Argentina World Cup 22, Take 2. And there are the Mexicans who provide their next hurdle. And then there's him. Then there is him. Imagine how it is to be him. To know the world, certainly his nation, is on his shoulders. To suspect that everybody who watches demands that he delivers. Messi, Fernandez, Di Maria, Lionel Messi. Messi's hitting! Oh! That's what they came for! Needs attention. Oh, sweet feet, wonderful goal! Enzo Fernandez with a peach! And Argentina now surely out of reach.
This time, they made sure to knock down the enemy and keep him down. Argentina won the game with 2-0. Messi scored the first goal in the 64th minute, and Fernandez sealed the game with another goal in the 87th minute. Now, for the last round in the group stage, Argentina faced off against Poland. The fixture was heated and crucial. Argentina had 3 points, and so did Saudi Arabia. Poland was leading with 4 points. If Argentina loses the fixture, there is a good chance that they will be destroyed disqualified. That is, if Saudi Arabia wins their fixture against Mexico. In the first half, Argentina got a penalty kick. It was awarded to Messi as always, but this time he lost it. Szczesny, the Polish goalkeeper, made a good save. Very early into the second half, in the 46th minute, McAllister scored the first goal in the game for Argentina. Alvarez scored another goal in the 67th minute, securing a win in the match and the top spot for Argentina on the group table. Argentina led with 6 points, followed by Poland with 4 points.
Bueno, yo empecé jugando de 5 años en Grandoli, un club de barrio donde todos los domingos estábamos toda la familia, pasábamos unos grandes momentos. Luego a los 7, por parte de mi hermano, así me fui a Newell's. Sí, la verdad que muy contento porque nada que ver como vivíamos allá, aunque tu país, todos tus amigos, tu familia, todo lo que quiera, pero acá viví una vida distinta y mucho mejor.
It is said that the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Argentina made it out of the group stage. The gold remains the same, but the pressure definitely multiplied. If they lose any fixture now, there is no chance to remedy it. Once they lose, they are out. For the knockout round, Argentina was drawn against Australia. Just like Argentina, Australia also made it out of the group stage with 6 points, making it the first time that the Australian team would win 2 games in an edition of the World Cup. This means that before the 2022 World Cup, Australia had only had the opportunity to win 1 game in every edition. The 2022 World Cup was also the only time that Australia made it out of the group stage aside from the 2006 World Cup, where they also made it to the round of 16 with 1 win and a draw before getting knocked out by Italy. On match day, both teams got on the pitch and the game started. When the final whistle was blown, Argentina stood tall with a 2-1 win over Australia, with Messi scoring the first and his personal first goal in a World Cup knockout match. After the narrow win against Australia, Argentina proceeded to play the quarter-final against the Netherlands. Fun fact, that match, often dubbed as the Battle of Lusail, saw a record high of 18 yellow cards and 1 red card in a World Cup fixture. Back on track, Argentina opened the floor with the first goal in the match in the 35th minute. The first goal went in, courtesy of Molina, and Messi topped it up with a goal in the 73rd minute. In the 78th minute, Weghorst was substituted in to replace the Netherlands forward De Paul. He went on to score 2 goals for the Netherlands, one in the 83rd minute and the equalizer at the very last minute of the game, 90+11, to force the match into extra time and later into a penalty shootout. Martinez, Argentina's goalkeeper, saved the first 2 kicks from the Netherlands, ensuring the confidence and assurance that the team needed. Argentina ended up winning the shootout, bringing them 1 step closer to the dream. The semi-final against Croatia was one of the most decisive games Argentina played in the competition. Messi led with a powerful penalty kick in the 34th minute, making him the highest goal scorer for Argentina in the World Cup, with 11 goals. 5 minutes after the first goal, Argentina striker Alvarez scored a second goal. With 2 goals down before the first half was over, it was challenging for Croatia to equalize. All speculations were laid to rest after Alvarez scored another goal in the 69th minute. There is no coming back from that. And with the conclusion of that match, Argentina was in the final again for the 6th time and the 2nd time for Messi. Into the final game. Get this. There were exactly 88,966 people present to watch the match. It was the highest audience since the 1994 World Cup final between Brazil and Italy, which recorded over 94,000 people present at the stadium. A more insane stat was that FIFA approximated that over 5 billion people engaged with content relating to the final on social media. So when you heard earlier that the algorithm broke, it wasn't an exaggeration. The final fixture was slated for the 18th of December. Action started at exactly 6 p.m. Arabia Standard Time. The first few minutes were brutal for the French team. The majority of the audience in attendance were Argentina fans, and early into the match, the Blue Stripes got their rhythm right. The French team, on the other hand, not so much. They were unable to maintain possession or build momentum. Things worsened for France when a penalty was awarded to the Argentina team in the 23rd minute. Messi took the kick and placed the ball well into the back of the net, putting Argentina in the lead. Barely 10 minutes later, Argentina doubled the pressure on the France team when Di Maria scored another goal. The fans were ecstatic. It was pretty much decided. 2 goals in the first half, there is no coming back from that. The first half ended with 2-0, Argentina leading. Into the second half, Argentina kept up their dominance. They moved to a more defensive position, but still posed a threat with counterattacks. France, on the other hand, Kylian Mbappe was barely noticed in the game so far. He was suppressed until the 85th minute, when he took his first meaningful shot in the match, a penalty kick resulting in a goal for France. There was a large burst of shouts from the audience. Argentina absolutely dominated the play, and for France to score their first goal without showing, Argentina fans went silent. Many wondered, how could this happen? Argentina had multiple chances to seal the match before France even got their first shot on target, but they kept missing their chance. Fans were pissed and afraid at the same time. After coming so close, the trophy might just slip right out of their hand. It was traumatic, really. With the equalizer, France forced the match into extra time. In the 108th minute, Argentina, courtesy of Lionel Messi, scored their 3rd goal. Fans were relieved for a bit. There may yet be hope, but Mbappe quickly wiped the smile off their faces 10 minutes later when he scored a penalty kick, making him the youngest and the 2nd player ever to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final. Clearly, Mbappe was determined to be a menace to Argentina. He kept bugging them, wiping hopes away as soon as they appeared. The game went into penalty kicks. The first few kicks were the decider. The World Cup final came to an end, and Argentina went on to lift the cup. The match closed a chapter in football, one that many anticipated. So when Messi posted pictures of himself on a plane and on his bed with the World Cup, the internet couldn't get enough. The traction was unlike anything ever seen. Even new accounts that posted the World Cup event generated millions of likes, something you don't see every day.
And in 2022, the world champions are Argentina.